Welcome to our live Chelsea blog where we'll keep you up to date with all the latest news from Stamford Bridge. The Blues lost ground following a disappointing 0-0 draw at home to Southampton. Eden Hazard has taken his place in an elite group of 10 players to have broken the 100-goal barrier for Chelsea, scoring twice in a win over Watford. Chelsea progressed to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup where they will face London rivals Spurs, following their 1-0 win over Bournemouth, and went through to the fourth round of the FA Cup after a routine 2-0 win over Nottingham Forest. We'll keep you on top of all the latest transfer news right here throughout the day, and any other happenings from West London. We want you to get involved too. Tell us your thoughts on what's happening at Chelsea by tweeting us at @Chelsea FL. Keep up to date with the latest news, features and exclusives from Football London via the free Football London app for iPhone and Android. Available to download from the App Store and Google Play. That's your lot from us tonight. We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning to bring you more from the January transfer window. We'll bring you the latest transfer news and rumors around Chelsea, as well as their reaction to tonight's loss, and the build-up to this weekend, so please remember to come back to Football London for all your transfer rumor needs and all the build-up to this weekend. Maurizio Sarri does not think Chelsea should be heading to the second leg with a defeat and has criticized how English refs use VAR. Speaking to Sky Sports, he said, "I saw a few minutes ago a video from our camera. It was offside with the head, knee, offside. It was not important what the referee did, it was important that the linesman stopped the run. He didn't follow the ball, so he had a big influence on our defenders. At the moment I think English referees are not able to use the system." Continued here, Chelsea have issued another warning to fans ahead of the Carabao Cup semi-final against Spurs over anti-Semitic chanting. Around 5,000 Chelsea fans are expected at Wembley for the cup tie, and the club have reiterated that supporters face a stadium ban and criminal prosecution if they use anti-Semitic chants. Historically, a small minority has used the Tottenham fixture as license to use anti-Semitic chants, noises and gestures, including the Y word, offering the justification of opposition fans using terms as a form of identity. "Our position is clear, this is no excuse for abusive chanting or behavior and it will not be tolerated. If evidence shows our supporters have engaged in any form of discriminatory behavior, we will take the strongest action, which includes supporting criminal prosecution and issuing banning orders. We have repeatedly made our stance on discriminatory or abusive chanting clear," and Chairman Bruce Buck last month wrote an open letter to fans to further outline the strength of feeling within the club and of the vast majority of Chelsea supporters. Eden Hazard comes off against Brighton. Photo by Glenn Kirk, AFP, Getty Images. We take a look at what Maurizio Sarri's January transfer record at Napoli tells us about his future for Chelsea in the market. Full story. Maurizio Sarri. Image by Mark Atkins. Getty Images. Manchester United are prepared to wait until the summer to try and sign Napoli defender Kalidou Koulibaly, giving Chelsea a lifeline if they still wish to pursue the centre-back. The 27-year-old is thought to be top of United's wish list according to ESPN, with alternatives including Milan Skriniar from Inter, Alessio Romagnoli from AC Milan and Leicester City's Harry Maguire. United had hoped Napoli's Champions League exit would be the fresh impetus they needed to secure a winter move for Koulibaly, but Napoli have refused to negotiate, despite Koulibaly reportedly being interested in the move. This will be a boost for Chelsea should they maintain any interest in signing Koulibaly. Kalidou Koulibaly in action. Photo by Francesco Pecoraro. Getty Images. British Transport Police are on the lookout for 20 people believed to be Chelsea fans, for alleged racial and sexual abuse which took place on a train in December. Full story. Stamford Bridge. Image, Catherine Ivel. Getty Images. There's plenty of speculation about Callum Hudson-Odoi's future today. Will he be starting against Spurs? Predicted team. Callum Hudson-Odoi after scoring for Chelsea against PAOK. Photo by Ian Kington, AFP, Getty Images. Reports coming in now that Tammy Abraham's move to Wolves is not completely off the table. In fact, the issue is with FIFA ratifying a move for the striker. The problem arises in that Abraham has already played for Aston Villa and Chelsea's under-23s this season, according to the Express. So while Abraham had reportedly told Aston Villa he's happy to stay, a deal is not completely dead yet. Tammy Abraham celebrates after scoring against Stoke. Photo by Nathan Sturck, Getty Images. Colliery look resigned to losing Nicola Barella to Chelsea in January, as they've reportedly agreed to sign Boca Juniors midfielder Nahidan Nandez. According to us, the Serie A side would prefer to sell Barella in the summer, if at all possible, but Nandez looks to be a possible replacement for Barella, who Chelsea are understood to be targeting in place of Cesc Fabregas. Boca president Daniel Angelici confirmed that they have allowed the Uruguayan midfielder to leave for Italy, but says not everything has been agreed just yet. We have accepted Colliery's offer for Nandez because we spoke to the player and he wants to go to Italy. What we do not accept is the form of payment, and that is what we are working on. It will be up to the Italian club to make the effort. At the moment, the first installment of the offer is not enough to pay taxes. Nahidan Nandez of Boca Juniors is challenged by Milton Casco of River Plate. Image, Dennis Doyle, Getty Images. Chelsea striker Tammy Abraham has reportedly turned down a bid to join Wolves on loan, preferring instead to stay at Aston Villa and attempt to win promotion with the Championship side. It looked likely that Abraham would be making the switch to gain more Premier League experience with Wolves, but according to The Guardian, the striker has told Villa manager Dean Smith that he wants to stay and help them win promotion. However, it's not all rosy for the Championship side, as Abraham would reportedly be open to making a permanent transfer this month, just not another loan move. Tammy Abraham celebrates a goal against QPR. Photo by Neville Williams, Aston Villa FC via Getty Images. Bayern Munich have reportedly made a fourth bid for Callum Hudson-Odoi, matching Chelsea's required asking price of £35 million. Callum Hudson-Odoi celebrates after scoring against PAOK. Image, Richard Heathcote, Getty Images. Chelsea owner Roman Abramovic is reportedly overseeing a major mid-season squad rebuild, and is preparing to spend big both in January and the summer, wanting 3 players in during the winter window. Chelsea are reportedly closing in on a deal for Colliery midfielder Nicola Barella as a replacement for Cesc Fabregas, and are also in talks with Leandro Paredes from Zenit. And the Mirror report that Abramovic is discussing a new striker at the club, with Mauro Icardi and Callum Wilson on the list being considered. The Blues are willing to let Alvaro Morata leave, but are unsure about allowing that to happen until they have a replacement lined up. Morata would be heading to Sevilla initially on loan with a view to a £35 million permanent move in the summer, while Gary Cahill will be allowed to leave on an initial 6-month loan with his contract expiring in the summer, and Davide Zappacosta is in talks with Lazio about a move. Roman Abramovic after Chelsea won the title last season. Photo by Clive Rose, Getty Images. Neither manager has won any silverware in their careers, but Chelsea boss Maurizio Sarri says that Mauricio Pochettino has to win a trophy. Full story. Maurizio Sarri with Mauricio Pochettino. Photo by Ian Kington, AFP, Getty Images. PSV attacker Irving Lozano has been left out of the club's training camp in Doha, instead heading back Eindhoven from Mexico to train on his own. The club state that there's nothing untoward about it. The Chelsea target was in Mexico on completely justified private circumstances, but coach Mark van Bommel decided it would be better for the 23-year-old to head back to Europe rather than undertake a complicated journey to the Middle East. That trip would be so heavy that he would not be able to train immediately. Because we play on Friday, only one training day remained. Then he could better work for 4 days in the Netherlands and join us on Monday. Toby Alderweireld challenges Irving Lozano before he goes on to score. Chelsea striker Alvaro Morata has held preliminary talks with Sevilla over a move to Spain. The 25-year-old's agent arrived in Seville yesterday, and now Goal report that talks have already taken place over a move, though as with Cesc Fabregas, the Blues will want a replacement before they allow Morata to leave. Sevilla are apparently willing to pay the entirety of Morata's £140,000 per week wages to boost their good first half of the season, as they sit in third place, 7 points behind La Liga leaders Barcelona. Alvaro Morata after his second goal for Chelsea against Nottingham Forest. Photo by Clive Rose. Getty Images. Cesc Fabregas has reportedly agreed a 3-year deal at Monaco, when his current Chelsea contract runs out in the summer. Cesc Fabregas. Image, Clive Rose. Getty Images. Christian Pulisic will link up with his Chelsea teammates in the summer after completing a move from Borussia Dortmund last week. Signed for £57.6 million, the United States international will remain with the Bundesliga leaders on loan for the rest of the campaign. Speaking about his move in an exclusive interview with ESPN, Pulisic has hinted at what position he will be played in by Maurizio Sarri. Read here. Christian Pulisic in action for the USA. Photo by Dean Mutaropoulos. Getty Images. Chelsea striker Alvaro Morata's agent has reportedly arrived at Sevilla today to hold talks over a move for the Spanish international. Morata has been linked with multiple clubs in the January window as he looks to end his nightmarish stay in London, and Estadio Deportivo say that his agent Juanma Lopez arrived at Sevilla on Monday to talk terms with the club. Chelsea will reportedly either look for another replacement or take back Michy Batshuayi from his loan in Valencia before they sanction a deal for Morata. Alvaro Morata during Chelsea's defeat to Wolves. Photo by Sean Botterill. Getty Images. Chelsea have reportedly identified 2 targets to replace the outgoing Cesc Fabregas, and Maurizio Sarri wants that replacement in the next week. The 2 midfielders in question are Caligari's Nicolo Barella and Zenit's Leandro Paredes, according to Corriere dello Sport via Sport Witness. However, with no bid sent or terms agreed, this would be an ambitious push. Apparently, Marina Granovskaya is unwilling to match the €40 million minus 50 meters price tag on Barella, and could instead spend that on Argentina international Paredes because of his greater experience. Gianfranco Zola could apparently prove key to a deal given his time in charge at Cagliari in 2014-15, but President Tommaso Giulini would prefer to sell his midfielder in the summer unless someone does meet or exceed his price tag. Nicolo Barella of Cagliari looks on against Inter Milan. Image, Emilio Andrioli. Getty Images. Chelsea boss Maurizio Sarri has given an update on Cesc Fabregas' situation ahead of a proposed move to Monaco. Full story. Cesc Fabregas embraces Maurizio Sarri as he is taken off against Nottingham Forest. Image, Clive Rose. Getty Images. Derby manager Frank Lampard has confirmed that he tried to sign Chelsea youngster Ethan Ampadu on loan, but heard back that the teenager will be staying at Stamford Bridge. The Blues have already sent out Mason Mount and Fikayo Tomori to Pride Park, but Lampard told reporters that a move for Ampadu was unsuccessful. "We've got a big squad in certain areas, but in others we haven't. Ethan Ampadu can play in a few positions, that's why he would be so valuable to anybody. The last I heard he was staying at Chelsea, and that's it. Mason Mount is staying at Derby. Harry Wilson, I think, is staying here, but it's obviously Liverpool's call and we accept that." Full story. Ethan Ampadu drives forward with the ball from midfield against Nottingham Forest at Stamford Bridge. Image, Adrian Dennis, AFP. Getty Images. A loan deal between Chelsea and Wolves for Tammy Abraham has reportedly been finalised, and the striker is expected to shortly make a decision on stepping back up to the Premier League. The 21-year-old spent the 2017-18 season on loan at Swansea in the Premier League before deciding to join Aston Villa's promotion push this season. However, the deal to join Wolves offers him the opportunity to gain more Premier League experience. Tammy Abraham celebrates a goal against QPR. Photo by Neville Williams. Aston Villa FC via Getty Images. Arsenal apparently have a clear track to sign the £45 million rated Roma winger Cengiz Under, after both Chelsea and Bayern Munich dropped out of the race to land his signature. The 21-year-old has been linked with a move for some time now, but with Chelsea confirming a summer move for Christian Pulisic, they are no longer focusing on under, according to the Daily Star. Bayern, meanwhile, are hopeful of landing Chelsea's own Callum Hudson-Odoi, and have similarly dropped their interest in the Turkey international. Senga's under. Image, Alessandro Sabatini, Getty Images. Hello and welcome to another day of Chelsea news. We'll be right here to keep you updated on all things Chelsea and all the latest transfer news and rumors about the club.